The person I feel worse for right now is the Bournemouth kit man, because their kits are going to be absolutely filthy. Bournemouth, any contact whatsoever, they're falling to the ground, diving, and the referee is falling for it every single time.
It looked a stonewall pen to me, 𝐍𝐸𝐲 knocked it round him, takes a boot and gets nothing.
Consult your linesman if you're not sure. That's what they're there for.
He's absolutely shocking, this referee, one of the worst referees. The standard referee in this division is really, really poor, and today we've got another one. Guy loves to be the centre of attention. So Blades, Bournemouth at home, probably our toughest remaining fixture this season. Wasn't looking forward to this one particularly. I think Forest have probably been the best team we've seen at Lane so far this season. Expecting Bournemouth to be better, and they haven't really. They've been okay, but I think we've matched them. Two teams playing well, probably a decent match, I think, for the neutrals. A few Blades players playing well again. Fleck continuing to play well, Ender continuing to play well. Egan's been an absolute rock. Our style of play, we seem to be, when we got on the ground, we're playing it down the left through Ender and Fleck. They're got a good partnership going. 𝐍𝐸𝐲 getting involved as well, though, and then trying to cross to just McBurney in the box, who's getting cancelled out. When we're not doing that, Wes is hoofing it to McBurney to flick on, and nothing's really coming of it. So we've had chances, though, to be fair. A few deflected efforts going out for corners. Egan hitting the bar. Really good chance. Ender first time cross, brilliant cross. Diving header from McBurney. Hard to tell from initial reaction, but I think he could maybe could have done better with that. And who else was there? 𝐍𝐸𝐲 had a chance with a kind of first time sliced effort, and then just on the stroke of half time, probably the best chance. 𝐍𝐸𝐲 with his effort, great save to be fair. And I think we've had better chances. Bournemouth have had a couple of shots off target and a couple of shots that were on target that were quite soft to Wes. I mean, the person I feel worse for right now is the Bournemouth kit man, because their kits are going to be absolutely filthy. Bournemouth, any contact whatsoever, they're falling to the ground, diving, and the referee is falling for it every single time. Booked our players already. Every contact given us a foul to them. He's absolutely shocking, this referee, one of the worst referees. The standard referee in this division is really, really poor, and today we've got another one. Guy loves to be the centre of attention. But we're 0-0 at half time. We haven't conceded. Another goalless first half. For me, if it continues as it is second half, I would get a third player up front, have a front three. Berger, we need Berger to be playing well in this game, and he's not playing bad, but he's quiet. He's not charging forward. We need him to do better. But think positive. 0-0 at half at the break. Up the Blades.
Oh, Blades. So close. That chance at the end. Oh, but a 0-0 draw is respectable. I think we take that. I thought Bournemouth looked a really good side. I thought the referee had an absolute nightmare. I thought it was terrible all the way through. They throw themselves on ground and they immediately get a free kick. Then it looked a stonewall pen to me. 𝐍𝐸𝐲 knocked it round him, takes a boot and gets nothing. So, really frustrating game today. I think we've had two massive chances in that second half. You've got 𝐍𝐸𝐲 running through, and keeper's really done well, come out quickly, but feels like he's got to put it back at net. And then Big Phil right at the death, literally the last kick of the game, massive chance. It's coming down to him, he's got time, he's seen it onto his foot. Oh God, if that had gone in, well, I would have had a very different attitude, I think. I'd have been a lot more buzzing and a lot more croquet. But no, I thought overall today we'll take that point, we keep going. I think 7 points if we can win again next Friday. We've got a really good return from these first 3 games after the international break. I think we have to just take a moment to note a moment of pure comedy as well. Baldock coming in, taking a throw in straight into Osborne's face. I saw them joking about it at full time, and Baldock just went. So you've got to enjoy the little things. Thought it's a good point for us though today. We've got to keep going and hopefully get a big 3 points next Friday.
Positives and negatives then, Blades. Positives, I thought it was a really good performance against one of the best teams in the league. It was nice to come away with something, some sort of reward today, unlike the last game where I did feel like we deserved something out of the game, but we came away with nothing. We looked full of energy today, which we've been so tired recently that it's really nice to see us playing with some intent, getting on the front foot, dominating the play, which I thought we did today for sure. Ollie McBurney had a really good game, I thought. This running team's certainly doing him good. Hopefully this can be a nice string of games and getting some form for McBurney at the minute, and hopefully have a good spell in a United shirt, hopefully get a couple of goals, because I think that was the only thing missing from his game today. Abramovich at the back, Really, really good addition to the side, really shored up the defence. He looks really good, really confident on the ball as well, composed when put under pressure. Shame he couldn't put away that chance at the end, but he is a central defender after all, like under that pressure. It's a bit of a tall order, but otherwise I thought he was excellent. Probably one of the in the running for the man of the match for me. Yeah, overall, just the energy really was a massive positive, and to come out of the game without any injuries as well was really good. An unchanged lineup shows that people do have some fitness left and that they can have a string of games in them. Negative-wise, the refereeing display was horrendous. Stonewall penalty turned down. He was falling for all their Tom Daly impressions. It was embarrassing for both Bournemouth and the referee. Like, they'll suit the Premier League down to an absolute T, won't they, with their antics this season. Referee, consult your linesman if you're not sure. That's what they're there for, and it's just embarrassing, really. The negative was probably just a waste of chances on our end. I felt like we really should have won that game based on the chances we had. So that's an unfortunate one. But overall, I thought we did really well today, and it was against one of the big boys in the league, one of the best teams, and I think we dominated, and I think we deserved to come away with a win. At least a point today for me. So it was a fantastic performance. Unfortunately not to come away with the win, but we move, and hopefully we can put a string together and get in the playoffs at the end of the season.
Right then, fresh off a haircut, had time to let that one sink in, and ready to kick on with some ratings. Incidentally, I did ask for the James Cheatham or the Captain Kosa, and they said best we could give you really is the Hal Stewart. So probably best that we get the graphics up so you don't have to look at this for much longer. And so let's talk Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 0. We don't usually give ratings to the referee, but I'd like to start with him, because that absolute muppet of a man gets a 0, so do his linesmen. How you don't give that penalty is absolutely beyond me. So that's just ridiculous, and it keeps happening, and something needs to be done. So anyway, on to the player ratings as we faced off against Scott Parker and apparently his new assistant manager, Tom Daly, because they were diving all over the place like it was the Olympics, and the Blades handled it as well as they could. League One West for me gets a 7. Really wasn't called into action much. A couple dodgy passes out from the back, but that was balanced out by that spectacular pass in the first half, reaching Enda on the left wing. George Baldock felt like we couldn't get much going down the right today. He's a 6 from me. Was caught offside again in an attacking setup, so it really needs to clean that up. On the left side, Enda also gets a 6 from me. Caught in possession a couple times down the pitch, led to a couple Bournemouth counterattacks, and then obviously picked up a yellow as he had to stop one of those counterattacks. But on the balance of things, I still think he's the best left wing back at the club. Across the middle, Big Phil Iramovic. He's my personal man of the match. He gets an 8 from me. What a man, filling in at right centre back, almost fresh off the plane from Russia, and really proving that he can do the job. I will say, point of contention amongst the Sheffield United Way group, some people who shall remain nameless, because I wouldn't want to embarrass the owner of this channel, thought he was the worst player on the pitch. So comment below with how you think Big Phil did today. We'll kick on along the back three. John Egan led the line well. Not much to report there. He gets a 7. Ben Davies, a bit dodgy at times, but he did win all of his duels, 6 of 6. So Ben Davies gets a 6.5 from me. Ollie Norwood, no goals from him this time. Wish we'd have seen a bit more out of him. Not much to report from Ollie. 6.5 for him as well. John Fleck, I thought, second good game in a row for John Fleck. Really looking like he can push forward and be that attacking presence. I think he was rightly substituted, so we didn't risk a second yellow. But Flecky gets a 7 from me. Sander Berge, anonymous today. And we miss him when we don't have that driving presence on the right-hand side. We really do miss that. And he was a passenger today, so Sander gets a 5. MGW, may go down as the best individual talent that we've had at this club in a long, long time. Unfortunately, did miss 2 pretty good chances, gilt-edged chances, but he still gets a 7.5 from me. Big Ollie Mack, he gets a 7 today. I thought his link-up play with Morgan Gibbs-White is definitely improving. However, he just needs to be more of a finisher. I don't know how he has not scored a goal, how he's not developed that finishing touch that we so desperately need. Subs, Ben Osborne, a 6 from me. Not much to report. Came on, tried to impact the game, didn't do much. Same with Connor Hourahan. Again, when it's a cameo appearance, you can't do much. So a 6 for Connor from me today. And finally, Hecky, Jack, and Stuart McCall get a 7. I thought we were set up well. I thought we were really into the game from minute 1. I thought our subs lacked a bit. I thought Iliman and Dai should have probably seen the pitch as we pushed on for 3 points. So that's my ratings for Sheffield United Bournemouth 0-0. On to the next one. 5 big cup finals coming up, and can't wait to see how we do with our push to this playoff party. If you haven't already, just a reminder, click like, click subscribe, give us a comment, let us know what you thought of these ratings, especially Big Phil, and follow all that content on the Sheffield United Way social media pages as well. Until next time, up the Blades.